thank you very much, guys. It's going to be Mirage coming in, Trick starting on the CT side. And actually a full armor buy from both teams. No defuse kit, no utility. This is something that we haven't seen a whole lot here in the Rising Stars. And well, it's a buyout that perplexes me from both sides. But of course, we will see alternate tracks try their best to make the pistol aggression work as they are ready to charge into the B site very quickly here.
Yeah, and as you said, 5 Kevlars for both of these teams, and Contact B, old style Mirage coming out of alternate. They go into a B site. Handan gets immediately tagged. Borup with only 1 frag, and that's a site for alternate attacks, and bomb plant freeze maybe. Not quick enough to deny that bomb plant. 3-on-4 retake, and Asilian goes from mid, but there awaits Crispy. They don't have the fuse, as you pointed out at the beginning, and Crispy with one more frag. Aztec gets Sarsen down. Freeze going to go down from Oskarish, and only Aztec left. He goes for a save of that Kevlar, and that will be first round for alternate attacks on their T side.
Yeah, bomb too far ticked, not a chance for Aztec, especially as his teammate did go down, and that is the danger that you run when you do not buy a defuse kit on the CT side. Alternate attacks, 3 players stay alive. They're going hunting. Aztec may end up falling. No, he takes down Crispy instead, so he's back towards the danger box and will survive the round, at least holding onto the armor for the next one. Relieve investment if they do go for the force buy, which is a very standard play that comes out of European Counter-Strike. It will be the Deagles, CZs, UMP out on Aztec actually, so that's actually, you know, decent, you know, keeping himself in the money, buying himself a Kevlar and getting himself a flashbang, and then just running away with the UMP as well. He's going to be such a key player for the CTs in this matchup. Holding out towards Palace will go aggressive. Does he spy out Oskarish is the question. Meanwhile, mid-presence is gathered by the T side as well. They look to make themselves known on the map. Cyrison takes the first. Asilian falls. S-Tag takes down Oskarish as well. It will be Barup also taking down Tizian out towards the ladder room. So, all in all, a very good force-up coming in from Trick will get themselves the 4-on-3.
Yeah, and now Sarsen tagged to 60 HP, or exactly 59. We see ESFN goes for that. He thought that maybe he can sneak into connector, but they decided to go for a boost. Then Sarsen goes into boost and gets Handan down. So nice frag coming out of Sarsen. They switched guns. Really nice play of alternate. 2 guys for Tricked on A side, only Borup on B side with Deagle. And seems like we are going to get all the players from alternate coming out from connector. Only Sarsen left in jungle. Aztec in a great position to at least get 1 frag or even deny that bomb plant. Molly goes into a house, but let's see if they're going to check him out. Aztec still unnoticed. Borup gets 1, but Aztec only gets 1 frag. Crispy 1-on-1, and Aztec gets that one. Seems like that saving of that armor worked out here for Aztec, and buying that UMP gets 2 frags with it and wins the round here for Tricked. Force buy going in the way of Tricked.
There we are then. I told you, Aztec would be one of the key players for his team. Of course, that UMP bettering off against everybody. A 3K for him in the round. USP tapped away, earned himself about $1,200. And that's great stuff. Him as an economy, he'll be able to get the AK as well. So further investment is relieved on his part. 1-for-1 now, and it will be alternate attacks showing very little resistance in this particular matchup. ECFN does get 1, picks up a rifle, but goes down immediately. And now Oskarish left alone in the 1 versus 4. Takes the first, taps away on a second, isn't able to find Freeze entirely. He'll be forced to back off, but the cross is watched, and Barup will be able to take this headshot very easily for the second round on the board for the Tricked side.
Yeah, second round on the board here for Tricked. I think they need to start strong after that stomp on their T side when they were T on overpass. Definitely need the momentum coming into this Mirage. So far, after winning Force, looking good here for Tricked, and we see Freeze in window with M4, and it looks like it's going to be some contact play here on A side with 1 pop flash or 2 pop flashes from ECFN and Oskarish. There goes Molotov in your house, and Asilian is not blind. Asilian gets 2 frags, S-Tag with another, and Asilian 1 more frag, and Freeze comes in, gets final frag, and that's 3 rounds on the board for Tricked. And this should be full buy round for alternate attacks. No AWP this time round. Crispy definitely going for AK. Only 4K, 4.4K, and yeah, that's an AK for him. Limited amount of utility for alternate. On the other hand, full utility for Tricked. It looks like it's going to be mid control again here for alternate. They did that on that force buy. Didn't look so good, but maybe they switched something up. They're expecting Trick to go aggressive here on mid. That's why they are so passive near B house. But Handen goes really aggressive with UMP in B house.
Yeah, ultimate attacks also getting themselves out towards that middle area. Trying to get themselves a bit of aggression towards mid control, and that's always a good thing to have on the T side. Connector, short, whichever way floats your boat, and in this case, well, actually, alternate attacks being held back a little bit by Tricked. All 3 players hold up towards the stack box. And a minute to go now, they've got to try and make a play here as well. Tag damage will come in plenty for the Trick side. ECFN down to 33 HP. Finally, it will be Freeze that makes the first move, but Tizian takes him straight out of the action. Tagged up on Tizian on 4 HP at the very moment. He should get traded out right here by Borup. And he's going to take the second spray as well. Crispy takes him back and takes the second onto Asilian. 3 versus 2, or 2 versus... Wow, sorry. 1 versus 3 coming in as S-Tag is going to be left alone for the retake. Tag damage up on 7 of the attacks players, but ECFN is there to shut down the headshot and bring a second round on the board for alternate.
Again, nice mid control and splitting B of alternate attacks. Definitely Crispy with those 2 crucial frags, 1 on short and 1 in connector, making that split possible. And now Tricked with AWP on Frizz. He was saving from the first round when they lost for that AWP. Handen is on mid, and Handen gets first kill on Sarsen, expecting that push through smoke, and that's entry frag for him. Seems like Frizz is alone here on B side, and that's a lot of information. The same thing alternate attacks did on their city side on overpass, and as we can see here, 3 guys for Tricked on A side. 1 is in jungle, but even if alternate attacks go for that split, yeah, Oskarish here, nice frag from him, gets Asilian down, but they don't expect Borup in this position. He gets only 1 frag. Let's see, CFN almost catching Handen, but gets immediately killed from Borup. Tizian with a nice frag on short, gets Freeze down, and this should be a bomb plant here for alternate and retake for Tricked.
At 3 versus 2, alternate attacks will get the bomb plant at least. And they'll take liberties up towards short area. If Tizian gets this frag, this round becomes a lot more even. He does it without even taking a scratch. Borup denied any further playtime in this round. 2 kills for him, he would have done his job, but there's still lots of work for S-Tag and Handen, of which Handen is tagged down severely. The Molotov will push Crispy out the way, and Hunden's got to be careful of this short area. If he gets spotted out in 1 shot's all it's going to need to take him down. He still takes the headshot onto Crispy, and now they're both peeking towards him. Long spray comes in, and S-Tag just down to 15 HP, but he gets the kill anyway. Tricked up 4-2 now on the CT side.
Nice try from Tizian to get that frag on S-Tag, but unfortunately S-Tag really fast and kills him. So that will be a 4th round, and Tricked swing their way because they were going to be reset if they lost that round. Freeze now in window with that AWP. He's going to have Tizian there. He gets a tag and Nana kills, so Asilian comes in from connector and gets that kill. Immediately Mol is underpass because he knows, and Sarsen, nice Juan dig on Asilian, gets him down. Crispy again with Nake. I don't know if that's a miscommunication of alternate or is that a standard here for them. Maybe Crispy goes for something here from underpass. They're boosting, they're trying to get free self guard, and not going to work out 2nd time in a row. Sarsen gets M4 for him, so Maybe they get killed here on short. Yeah, Crispy, nice position, gets Boro down, and that's 4-on-3 for Alternate.
Favors this T side, and that will be Freeze that finally evens things up. Cyrusson goes falling, only an AK in play for Crispy. It's just the P2, 15 out of Tech 9. Otherwise, 40 seconds on the clock. But on attacks to make a site push, bombs back towards top middle. So ECFN has to get himself back over to there and pick it up. One out towards underpass as well, and meanwhile it's going to be Crispy that goes falling. So a 3-on-2 advantage for the Tricked team. Hunnan's got himself out from underpass back towards connector as well. So the crossfire set. They're going to try for the A site, but it's going to be very, very difficult here for Alternate. 15 seconds. They've got to get in quick. They've got to get the bomb down. If ECFN can find it, that'll be great stuff for them. But S-Tag takes down Oscarish, and ECFN does also fall as well. A double kill for him in the round. 5 on the board for the Trick team so far. Alternate attacks now should have themselves a rifle by AWP out already on Cyrusson. AK's there to back it up. ECFN might opt for a Galil. Yes, he does opt for a Galil. It's going to be also the full set of utility for it as well. Smokes for everybody else on the alternate attack side. It looks like an execution. It could be an option for them.
Yeah, if they got that bomb plant on A side, that would definitely help them, because as we can see, they only have 4 smokes, and not a single Molotov for Alternate. So pushing some players out of position, not going to happen with this kind of utility. ECFN spots here Hunden jumping for information. Not going to get anything more, and as we can see, 2 guys on B side, Freeze and Asilian close to connector, watching each other's back. The only guy on A side is Oscarish, maybe going for that flank. Sarsen goes with a pick with AWP, and they have Hunden really aggressive in house. I don't think they're expecting that, just because they saw him under house. And Asilian, he heard one guy and he saw this smoke. There goes a boost for alternate attacks. This is definitely going to split. It looks like he's going to be a split on B. ECFN checks that corner, and Hunden goes down. Great stuff from alternate. C4 going back to A side. Tizian in a great position to get 1 kill, but immediately gets traded. Oscarish now in great position, and here comes the bomb, and that should be retake here for Tricked.
AWP on S-Tag still challenging. Asilian takes
Or
1.
no. Maybe not.
Apparently not. 5-2. Alternate. 2 players left alive. Bombs down. This is it. This is no money coming in for Cyrus and ECFN, so they've got to play passive. They can't afford to take any more kills. Otherwise, they may end up fooling themselves, and just like that, it will be the 6th round on the board for Tricked. And alternate attacks just, well, not having the best of times here. And now the current economy situation kind of needs to force a force buy at this point. Tizian, Oscarish and Crispy, are they really just going to let the AWP and Galil be all that they're going to have to work with? Of course not. It will be the Tech 9's Deagles out. Crispy going to opt for a Deagle, but no armor. Okay, eventually it does come out with a double flash and smoke. And alternate attacks will once again take it very, very slow here. Watching out for Tricked to hopefully overextend, maybe make a mistake and give up a CT pick or 2. Because for alternate attacks, they kind of need it at this point. Oscarish going to take a little bit of aggression. Spots out Freeze. Does he? Does he not? I don't know if he spotted that thing right there. He goes ahead and peeks out towards lower dark and has himself access towards the A side, but he's only playing decoy as alert. Burp's going to be able to get ECFN. Asilian shuts it down. 4-on-3 situation already ensue for the Tricked team.
Yeah, and they are now aware that this was all fake. They try now to split from short. Sarsen with AWP that he saved from last round. Maybe he gets a frag, but looks like no one is showing for Tricked. Asilian in a really passive position here, maybe waits for some kind of a boost coming out of alternate. He's going to pick in perfect time here, gets 1 frag, spots 1 more guy, and he knows that Sarsen is there on short with AWP. Looks like he's going to get that frag. No, he goes back into ladder room, but they all know where is he, so they're going to chase him any second now, and he picks and gets killed from Friss. That's a round for Tricked, 7th round on the board. Great start from Danish squad.
Now, alternate attacks, a very different story to what we saw when they were on their CT side over in the last map. It was, of course, alternate that absolutely dominated the Tricked side, and this time, well, vice versa. Maybe it's just a CT-sided thing for the Tricked lineup here. Alternate attacks. Good grenade coming in from 100 to damage them pretty badly. Tizian down to 17 HP. And all 5 players stacked in towards the apartments area. If they do go rushing into the B site, then, well, number 1, that wouldn't be a very smart thing to do. But number 2, what much choice do you have? As it should just be absolute wreckage coming in. The collateral triple kill for Freeze. Hunden and Borup clean things up as well. And we have 8 rounds on the board for the CT side.
Easy round here for Tricked. Amazing collateral by Freeze, as you pointed out. And as we can see here on a replay, really nice stuff. Great reflex coming out of Freeze. 3 players now. It looks like they're going for that again. 3 players on A side. Hunden here in window and Freeze alone on B side with AWP. Again, he's going to get a lot of information, even if he spots that bomb that ECFN is carrying. So far, alternate attacks goes for that mid control. Mole is out window. They smoked short and Freeze now prepared. He sees that flash and he immediately falls back, but he has company on short. He gets 1 frag, but he didn't spot Tizian in that position. Borup with 1 more frag, but Tizian again. Really nice trade for alternate attacks, and this is going to be a bomb plant. Asilian tagged to 19 HP, Borup on 42, so it's going to be a really tough retake for Tricked.
Yeah, 2 versus 3, not much health on Asilian. Tricked, it's going to be difficult to say the least, as they will molly into the market area, just trying to find their way onto the site here. Look for the kills, look for the frags, and if they find them, it's all better for them. But Tizian's going to be backed off. S-Tag is going to get dinked up. Flashbang smokes, they go on through, but the time is ticking away, and they've got a defuse kit. I think he's even too far gone at this point, as ECFN shuts down the last 2k for him in that round, and a 3rd round on the board for alternate at last.
Yeah, this time that stack of Tricked not paying off on A side. Last time they had a really good positions, and it looks like that's one of their calls, or calls of Hunden to go for that kind of a play. And definitely I see the idea behind it, but this time not working. Freeze now on mid with AWP. Nice nade gets Tizian down to 66. He tries that jump, but not working out. He can get at least 1 frag, but he misses that shot, and at least he saw a guy with C4 jumping on mid. That's a lot of information here for Danish squad. Okay, Tizian jumping like a little bunny on mid. Gets spotted by Borup. And Asilian really aggressive out of smoke without a flash. Gets 1 kill, but immediately gets traded by Crispy, even though he tagged Crispy to 46. So Asilian gets out of that trade as a winner, and Borup comes from short and gets or finishes Crispy. 4-on-3 here for Tricked.
Cyrus and ECFN and Oscarish. Awkward times for them, although ECFN's going to give at least a little bit of information on where that AWP might be. So on the attacks, they could work with this, but 35 seconds on the clock. They probably should focus more on the getting the bomb down or something, just finding some sort of way into this round, because Tricked have them pretty nicely locked out. 25 seconds on the clock. Got themselves a smoke. Sorry, they haven't got them. Yeah, sorry, they do have 1 smoke, which means that this execution is going to be extremely difficult. as we will see the smoke out towards the cross on jungle. ECFN going to go try and see if they can take down Borup because the Molotov hasn't pushed him away. 10 seconds on the clock now. It's got to be the bomb going down, and Cyrus is in no position to do this. 5 seconds, plants for default, and all it takes from S-Tag is one good spray to take him out of the action. It will be Oscarish that shuts him down, and now the bomb gets down. It's 1 versus 3 for the retake. Takes the second. Still going to be pushing in on through from Freeze. Playing close range with the AWP. Headshots. Oscarish, 4K. Are you seriously going to do this? Hunden has got himself an M4. He peeks out, threes him down, and shuts him down before the miracle comes alive. 9 rounds on the board for Tricked. Absolutely destroying alternate attacks, giving them an absolute reset in this next round. Well, actually, maybe not. Bomb plant can come in.
Yeah, bomb plant and round loss bonus. Sorry, round loss bonus. They only lost 1. So we can see here buy again from alternate attacks, and in terms of fragging, S-Tag for Tricked and together with Borup up there with 14 frags, Asilian with 10, and Asilian pushes mid really aggressive. I think he saw at least one guy, gets flashed, amazing flash from his teammates, gets 1 kill, and now that immediately stops attack from alternate attacks on B side. Borup gets 1 more frag, and Freeze comes in from kitchen, if I'm not mistaken, and gets that kill as well. And here comes a reset here for alternate attacks. Looks like same story, different teams, different map, but Tricked looking like they can take even 12 rounds here on City side.
And alternate attacks off the back of that force buy got slaughtered in their entirety, 10-3. And now it will be the full eco coming in from alternate attacks. Oscarish just had himself a flashbang. That's all they're going to work with, probably flashing over the site to try to get into the B site. But even then, they still have to deal with Hunden, who's pushed all the way in, taking a first, looking for his second. He's got all the information, and now the rest of the CTs will be up for a quick rotation. The Molotov will push them away. Tizian's down to 26 HP. And the rest of the CTs have this one pretty easily locked out. There's nothing on attacks can do other than maybe rotate and try it for another site here, which by the looks of things is exactly what they're going to be doing. Going ahead to run back towards T-Spawn. S-Tag is still there to deal with. Casilian's over in Connector can rotate very quickly. This one should just be a very easy round for Tricked here now. No Kevlar, no utility now. An AK on Oscarish, but that's all they've got. We will see them pushing very quickly in towards the T ramp here. Grenade damage, not entirely found. Botting out S-Tag, it will be Casilian taking the first, second. Oscarish sprays onto the first, taps him away, and it will be S-Tag that finally finds his kill in the round to shut him down and bring an 11th round on the board for Tricked. Alternate attacks, 1 more buy back in, and it will be the last buy of the half.
Yeah, I love how Tricked is playing their City side. What they were lacking on their T side and Overpass was that trading kills with alternate, and now it seems like they always have 1 more player than alternate and there to trade, and they have their flashes on point as well, and Starston goes really fast through connector. He gets killed by Freeze. Freeze with another frag gets Tizian down. S-Tag with a frag, S-Tag with another frag, and Freeze with the final frag. 12 rounds for Tricked on that first half. I gotta say they looked unstoppable right now, as alternate looked on Overpass after that City side, and we'll see, maybe we see alternate attacks coming back on their City side again.
Yeah, good stuff out of Tricked. You can't deny that that last round was, well, pretty nutty from Freeze in particular. 12 HP, still managed to get himself a 3K with the AWP at such close range as well. And that nets them, well, 12-3, a pistol buffer at least for alternate attacks as they do take hold of their CT side. And once again, they will opt for no defuse kit. This cost Tricked big time in the pistol round, and maybe it will cost alternate attacks the same as it will be the utility buy from the Trick side. But look at this, Tizian's going aggressive, take the first, take the second, 3 kills coming in, and now it's going to be ACFN there to back him up, takes a headshot of his own, and just like that, instantly the aggression shuts them all down, and Hunden's left alone in a 1 versus 5. No tag damage, not a scratch on the alternate attack side. Finally, Hunden will get some damage in taking down Tizian, but there's ECFN with a double for the 4th round and a pistol round on the board for alternate.
That should never happen. 1 guy pushing street and you have 3 guys and they go 1 by 1, and Tizian, easy frags for him. Even though Tricked had a nice idea to go really fast with 2 smokes, I think, for jungle and stairs at that point, and they were going to attack city spawn, but not working out. Asilian gets tagged at the beginning at 31 HP, and this looks like a standard default for Trick. They have 2 guys towards B house, 2 guys already in sandwich, if I'm seeing that. Yeah, Borup here in sandwich, he saw ECFN. Oh, nice one from Borup. ECFN gets that frag, but Asilian comes from ramp and kills ECFN, and now goes that C4 onto B side from Freeze. Nice play here from Tricked. The only thing they needed in this round is a bomb plant, and even Freeze gets that kill, but he gets immediately killed, and this should be a easy defuse here for Oscarish.
Asilian will still try for what he can find moving in. Bomb defuse does come through, so they have that much going for them, but yeah, Asilian a little bit too late to the mark. 12-5. And it will be no buy-up that can come in for Tricked. Alternate will still get themselves out a couple of rifles, 3 rifles in particular, the UMP, also an ECFN and the Scout for Cyrusson, which most likely will be the challenge out towards middle. Indeed, it will be. Will he find anything is the question. He's going to get challenged on by Deagles over from the Trick side, and Tizian's going to be the man that takes the first kill. Finally, Cyrusson chimes in onto Asilian. And down to 3 on 5. Again, a very standard round that coming out from alternate attacks. Tricked, very little investment, just upgraded pistols. No armor, no utility. So, of course, it is pretty standard that this is exactly how it all falls apart. Freeze trying to see if he can find anything, but Cyrusson takes him down, and Borup left alone with a deagle and a bomb. And no life. 12-6.
I watched Cyrusson missing, I think, 12 shots on Freeze that was just going left and right behind the box. That was quite funny, but now for Tricked we have 5 AKs, we have AWP on Cyrusson. Hopefully he... Oh, nice jump here for Cyrusson. Gets into a nice spot to even kill one guy. It looks like it's going to be a really fast play from Tricked onto a B site. They get mollied off and smoked, and Oscarish with a pop flash gets 1 kill. He's not going to get second, but they're going to overrun him. Yeah, Oscarish falls down, but they are really tagged. S-tag and Borup, both of them 32 HP, and as you can see here, Crispy with 1 frag, Cyrusson with another. Tizian comes in. Freeze with only 1 kill. He saw Tizian in that position, but Tizian sliding over and killing Freeze. That round, I think Oscarish pretty much won it with that pop flash and Molotov. That's one of the videos Dazed explained. We talked about this. Dushan talked about that one. How to take control of B apps alone. How MSL does it, and looks like alternate players know it as well. Missed smoke here for window. Tizian has a clear shot on mid. It's going to be probably a bloodbath. Nice nade. Nice timing for nade, and gets Freeze to 26 HP.
Yeah, Trick will have themselves some mid control, however. Still going to be tag damage, of course, no utility and no armor on their side. It's still going to be Borup that actually takes no damage while taking down Crispy with the Deagle headshot. S-Tag's tagged up as well. Tizian down to 40 HP. So all in all, actually, this isn't that bad of a round coming in from the T players. S-Tag, good God almighty. It takes down Tizian. Back to a 3-on-3. ECFN's there to trade, but good headshots, my friend. Good headshots. 2 versus 3. Bombs on its way to the A site. They'll have to deal with ECFN from long range with a SMG. And outside of that, you know, good damage coming from Tricked. If they can drop another player, then it will be eco success. If they can get a bomb plant, then even better for them. As Freeze will slowly peek his way and move his way over towards the danger boxes. And a bomb plant will come in for him eventually.
Yeah, both teams so far looking really dominating on their city side. Asilian with 1 frag, but ECFN gets Freeze. If Freeze got that kill, this would probably look like a round for Tricked. Asilian now on ramp. He can get at least 1, but no, ECFN ready for that position, and he gets killed. So that will be a round for alternate attacks, 8th round, and Oskarish goes for that AWP. That was 4 kills coming out of Oskarish, or ECFN if I'm not mistaken.
ECFN, yeah.
So great round from him, even though it was an updated pistols. And before we go battling out on mid, you can go and visit our giveaway bit.ly Rising Stars League. You can win the X-Tracer chair, you can win mice, keyboards, headsets, everything you need for your gaming rig. So go check that one out.
NWP's out for both sides here. Saracen holding it down for the CTs. Greece, of course, holding it in middle. All the trick lineup here, holding back, looking for that first pick once again, and actually a good read from Saracen will force Freeze away from his original position. But even so, they have a little bit of mid presence. They can go to whichever site they do feel, A or B. Ladder room is Molotov'd out. Crispy's going to be forced up the ladder. So no aggressive angle can be taken, and Saracen will actually be trying to go ahead for a jump shot. 5 HP, and he does get taken down. 55 seconds though, tricked. Need to start thinking about hitting up the site here, because this could go so wrong so quickly here with him. Saracen, AWP in his hand. It will be Freeze starting things up on the Crispy, taking him down. Tizzin with a good headshot over on the A side, taking down Buraban. Is going to be Freeze falling as well. 4 on 3. Estag going aggressive, finally gets the kill, and now it's going to be a 3 on. Oh my god, I just realized. Look at the firebox. They haven't even seen it right there. It's going to be ECFN taking down the Sidian, going in for Estag, denies the bomb plant for a second, and it will be the wall banger that comes in from Saracen to take down S-Tag all the way through the danger box now. Only on Hunden left alive to a 1 versus 2 situation. Lots of tag damage done on Saracen, but he's still got to find this bomb plant. And he's also got to find Oscar. She spots him out, now going for the plant, and will Saracen land a second wall bang in a row? I do not think he can. The bomb gets planted, and now the retake is on.
Yeah, Hunden, if he gets this kill, he can get kill on Saracen if Saracen doesn't do that wall bang again, and Hunden expects him to move from this position. Let's see who has more patience. Saracen still waiting Hunden to pick on the left side of the box or right side of Saracen, and he goes on stairs. Hunden now can definitely get a frag, and he gets smoked off. He knows that Saracen is low, and he kills him, so that will be godly round from Hunden. God, Hunden clutching around here for Tricked. I don't think that player on city spawn should have picked like that even before Saracen came to connector, or even maybe both of them go together so they can refrag. Saracen was on 5 HP and AWP, and we see fast push towards underground. Tizian with a flash, and he gets punished by S-Tag. Great stuff from Tricked and at the beginning of this round.
Already a fall on Tizian. Tricked starting to find their footing once again. 4 AKs AWP out for the T side. Meanwhile, alternate attacks. Oskarish is not going to have a whole lot to work with. Only the 5-7. And now the bomb will be on its way up towards the A site here with the Molotovs out. And flashbangs to try and see what they can do. Saracen peeks out, takes the first. ECFN going to take down Freeze. Crispy comes in from the jungle area, takes down S-Tag, and now Hunden and Borup. What seemed like a good round from Tricked is now going to start to fall apart. Hunden gets one back, but Borup is left alive alone in a 1 versus 2 with 11 HP. ECFN knows exactly where he is. All on Borup to find something. It's not going to happen. The wallbanger comes through, and it will be 13-9 to the favor of the Tricked side, but another attacks reset will come in.
Yeah, and that's a reset for Tricked. Now they're only on ecos, and that this should be 10th round here for alternate attacks. As we can see, upgraded pistols on Tricked side. They have 3 P250s, and Asilian and Borup deciding not to invest into anything. They are only left with Glocks. We see AWP still on Saracen. He hears the guys from underpass coming towards connector, and he gets that corner, gets that frag. ECFM with 2 frags. He sees one more guy in connector. Saracen with USP with 2 quick headshots, and that that's easy round for alternate attacks, not losing a single player, building an economy even more, and now we see buyout from Tricked. They have 1 UMP, 3 AKs, and AWP on Freeze. Freeze deciding not to go for utility, buying that AWP with only one, oh, not even anything on Freeze. I thought I saw one flash, but fast play coming out of Tricked onto A side.
Tizian will also respond with a fast play of his own. Takes down Hunden as he flashed out. Nicely done from the alternate side. Now they've got themselves that man advantage once again in the Tricked buy-up. That's not a good sign at all for them. And now Saracen also gets a silly as well, trying to see what else he can find. It's going to be S-Tag that actually sets up the trade, and Tizian takes the trade back with a headshot, back to a 2-on-3 situation, as it will be Trick moving their way onto a site. ECFN spots out the first in Freeze. Freeze looks for a second back towards Jungle. It's down to a 2-on-2. Bomb still back towards Tetris. And they have got a minute to play with, so they can rotate quickly if they want to get it done. But it's going to be Borup who's actually going to go for the default plant. Fakes it at first. Still lots of time to play with here. Alternate attacks, they know it's going to be the bomb site. A second fake that's come in, but still no one is biting. As Borup is trying to prompt out any sort of peek coming in from the guys over at CT. He's just tapping it over and over again, expecting players to peek, but not going to happen today. Just get the bomb down, my friend. As Freeze is watching the angles, he will plant for Connector, and this might fall apart if he spots out Oscarish. No, he doesn't. He downs and lands and spray down in eventually, and it will be Freeze that lands a nice double K of his own for a 14th round on the board for Tricked. And now Alternate have to start digging into the reserves. That built-up economy that you were talking about could end up falling apart right here.
Yeah, and a nice round from Tricked. They were going to get reset once more if they lost that round without a bomb plant, and Oscarish in that, oh sorry, S-Tag I think, whoever it was on site, getting that bomb plant. Sarsen goes for aggressive pick, only gets S-Tag down to 16 HP, not getting a kill, and he goes into... Oh, nice pick of Sarsen.
Hard pick. Very hard pick to get that one, and now Saracen gonna see if he can take a little bit more. He will find one, but S-Tag finally takes him right back. Alternate still have themselves a man advantage. They were 4-on-3. Crispy Tizian, ECFN, and Oscarish up against S-Tag, Borup, and Freeze himself. 14-10 now, but Borup's going to get a little bit of aggression. We'll punish one for it, but ECFN's there for the quick trade, and I'll take a look at Trick's potential right here. Bomb on S-Tag, held up in middle, out towards Connector, and meanwhile Freeze is heading up towards the apartments area. So where do they go at this point? You know, where do you try and fight here? Is, well, it actually will be Freeze that goes down into trying to prod something at the B sites. That leaves S-Tag alone in a 1 versus 3 to spot out wherever he can. It's not going to happen. A headshot comes in. Alternate attacks. They shut down Tricked once again. They just can't string rounds together. And well, here we are. We're going to be back to a very similar situation that we've been in a couple of times before. Tricked on an eco round to try and get themselves a buy up in the next one. Alternate attacks still looking extremely good here.
Well, I thought maybe they're going to buy into this round because Freeze has only 1.5k, and seems like it's going to be full eco only S-Tag with Tech 9, and they're going for a ramp boost, and they're going to overrun Tizian, but Sarsen in this position gets killed by a Cillian, so great damage to economy from Tricked. Crispy goes into a ladder room. Oscarish is close there, so they Tricked can't go into Connector so far. Borup gets spotted, gets naded and mollied out, and they see Crispy moving through ladder room and gets one kill. Oscarish with another, and only Freeze left. I always want to say MFJ, but I remember who. Yeah,
no, it is tempting, isn't it? I just,
yeah.
I've come up to the cusp of saying that myself, but no, it's Freeze, and it will be a 12th round on the board for alternate attacks. Just when you think Tricked might have themselves a very good eco, not to be. Still going to be the UMPs out for Tricked. A couple of AKs as well for this team side. Alternate attacks looking just a lot better at the moment with an AWP out on Saracen. AK3 and 4s to back it up, and it will be the execution on the B site this time coming from the Toggle train to face. But they don't account for Osprey's shoes there, getting tons of damage in. The Molotovs will burn away, and now Asilium will finally get the trade. I don't think he realizes that there's still one back behind the smoke there in the form of Crispy. Cyrus and AWP can't land the shots. Tizian chimes in, takes down Hunden, but still Crispy's holding face. He's expecting to stop this bomb plant if he can. And 2 versus 1 versus 3 as Crispy finally chimes in, finds himself a second, and Tricked can't find themselves around to save their skins in this series. A 14-13 alternate attacks. The comeback is most certainly on as they are 1 round away from evening things up, and Tricked, if they force buy, it is going to be difficult.
Yeah, the next round will be the most important round here for both of these teams. Now Tricked on Eco, again with 2 flashes, upgraded pistols. They are going for that same play I think Alternate did on their T side. They're going to pop flash for A site and immediately go for a bomb plant, but TCFN denies that one. Borup gets 1 frag, but that's all he's going to get. And Hunden with 2 great kills gets Tizian down, gets Sarsen down, but almost gets Oscarish down. And if he got that kill, I mean that God Hunden meme is definitely on point. Crispy gets 1 more frag, and Aztag, the only guy left here for alternate attacks. They definitely don't expect him here in Sandwich, and he starts to shoot and gets killed immediately. At least a bomb plant here for Tricked. They are going to have a full utility coming into the next one. I guess maybe AWP even on Sarsen. Oh, sorry, on Frizz, but we'll see. Yeah, Frizz goes for that AWP, and his teammates with AKs and full utility. As I said, the most important round. If alternate attacks lose this, they are not going to have a lot of money. On the other hand, Tricked, even if they get a bomb plant, I think they are good to go for the next round of the round loss bonus and the bomb plant. But so far, it looks like that standard setup again for Tricked. They have 1 guy on mid, 2 guys coming from underpass, and Frizz gets tagged to 40 HP from Crispy and goes with a bomb. Tizian, will he get this one? Frag, he gets tagged, but they killed him immediately in A house, and that's 2 more guys from alternate attacks on A.
As Tag peeks out, takes down ECF, then Tizian goes falling, and Tricked now within the cusp of taking a first match point over what could be a very easy overtime coming in. Oscar spraying away onto the Asilium. Does he find the kill? Yes, he does. He spots out the pixels, going aggressive up towards the stairs. Still 100 HP on the man, so he's got lots to play with here. It will be Borup that takes the kill, and a 15th round ensues for the Tricked side. Alternate attacks invested a lot into that round, and as a result, it looks like this round may just be the end for them here. Scouts coming out. 2 M4s, Deagle, and a 5.7. And it will be the AWP 4 AKs for the Tricked team, who are looking, well, pretty confident now. Alternate attacks on the ropes here with an awkward buy to try and keep this together. It's going to be Borup that starts things off, takes down ECF, then to start things away. Tizian also gone aggressive, 19 HP on his particular side of things. 4 players alive for the alternate attacks side, and 2 on the A site in particular to defend. Don't fire on 4 situation for Tricked. Although, as I say it, Crispy comes in, Estag gets him back, and a 4-on-3 now. Tricked rotating away, getting that bomb. It looks like they're going to go straight over towards the B site, which looks like to be a fairly smart play coming in. 1 out towards short will try and cover it off. And they rotate back towards the A site again, so I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they spotted the guy on B side and they decided to go back, going for a double fake here. And Aztag gets 1 more frag. Tizian with only 19 frags. He got tagged at the beginning of the round from Borup. He gets in a more favorable position and he gets a frag on Aztag. But Hunden here in a great position, and Freeze gets that kill. And that will be 1-1 on winning, Tricked winning alternate pick and alternate winning that overpass.
Indeed, and that's going to be pretty much all our matches, our maps, our series is for the day. So do tune back in tomorrow where we'll have more Rising Stars League. But we're going to go to a quick break and we'll hand it back to you, Rema, and the guys in the